Hey, what's going on, everybody? Shane Carling here. I want to shoot this video because it's Freedom Friday and I want to help you break free so that you can actually live the life you deserve. Now, if you're a marketer, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're in business, organic marketing is pretty crucial for most people. Most people nowadays, there's a lot of competition in the online space running ads. There's a lot of competition. It's real. And if you're not a scientific expert when it comes to running ads, let's get real. The easiest way to make some sales for your business is through organic marketing. And if you want to attract people to you, that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about how to do magnetic marketing, which is basically putting your organic marketing on steroids. This is tried, tested, and proven principles I have been using since 2014. 2014, I've been teaching this stuff, okay? And it works. It works just as good now as it did back then. And I have used what I'm about to show you to build teams and groups of thousands and thousands of people over and over and over again, okay? Not only that, I've been able to generate multiple six figures. I've been able to help many people generate multiple six figures by using this, okay? There's some people out there who, they even try charging thousands of dollars for this information. And, it's just like a bunch of hot air. Look, what I'm about to teach you, you got to use this stuff. This absolutely works, okay? And I'm going to go over these 6 secrets. And when you apply these 6 secrets, okay, I'm giving you the gold right now. When you apply these 6 secrets, people will literally they'll start to reach out to you, asking to work with you, wanting to work with you. And at the end of the day, it's easier to sell to somebody that asked you to join, that wants to join with you. Okay, when they reach out and say, hey, what are you doing? I want to sign up. Wouldn't that be incredible if you had that type of experience whenever you are doing business, right? If instead of reaching out to people, instead of making cold calls, instead of trying to figure out how to get the next prospect, you were able to attract them to you. You were able to actually draw your audience's eyeballs and their thoughts towards you, and they're reaching out to you, asking to work with you. That's what I'm about to teach you right now. So whatever you're doing, this might be the most important thing that you watched all week. Okay, so I want you to clear all distractions. I want you to get a notepad out, get a little glass of water, and let's get into this, because this is going to be some amazing stuff for you to learn. So, secret number one is you got to clean up your Facebook profile. Okay, clean your Facebook profile up. When someone goes, there's a little thing you can click when you go to your profile so you can see what your profile looks as a viewer or as a visitor. Go take a look at it and really examine your posts, your Facebook, your cover photo, your profile picture, and ask yourself, what impression is a visitor getting from your Facebook page? What is the impression that they're getting? Are they seeing that your posts are all over the map and they can't get a clear idea or understanding of what it is that you're doing? Or does it say, marketer, I can help you, right? So if you go to my Facebook page, for example, I've got a cover photo, I've got a featured photo, I've got a bio. You can get a lot of examples actually from my Facebook profile. Okay. My picture stories, it tells a story. It shows growth. It shows adventure. It shows fun. It shows that I've been helping people. It shows a lot of different types of content, which I'm going to talk about in just a little while, about the different types of content you can create. But you want to clean your Facebook profile up, and we have other trainings where we do deep dive, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But you want to clean your Facebook profile up. So take a look at your cover photo. Does it scream marketer? Does it let your viewer know that you're living life, right? Does it look good? Sometimes people will put like a caption in their cover photo, but it's behind their profile picture. And so break it down. Now, if you don't have a good cover photo, you can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Okay, and you can pay someone, $13 to $33 to make you a cover photo. And when in your cover photo, you want to have your values or what your mission statement is or what you're about. So if someone sees your cover photo, they're like, wow. So, like I have a cover photo that I had before this one here, which was my 7-day weekend cover photo, right? And I inspire and teach people how to monetize their passions through marketing, automation, and marketing, influence, and automation. Okay, and so I had that cover made. I gave them a couple nice pictures that I had of myself, professional pictures, and I just gave them a bunch of stuff. And then the person at Fiverr, they whipped up this really beautiful cover photo for me. So you can use Fiverr, FIVERR.com, to have a cover photo professionally made. Or if you don't want to spend any money, you can go to Canva.com, CANVA.com. And you can just play around on that and make some really cool cover photos for yourself. The other thing is your profile picture should show your face clearly and well framed. Sometimes people are way too far away, or it's like a weird picture and it's hard to see who they are. Get your photo like professional. If you can get a professional headshot, fantastic. If you have an iPhone or one of the newer phones out there, just get a friend to take a picture of you with portrait mode on, so you have a nice blurry background. But the face should be well framed. Eye contact is better. Don't wear sunglasses in your profile picture. I did for the longest time, and then I had some professional marketer friends of mine kind of give me like the little, hey Shane, like there's this thing, you don't want to have your profile picture with, or even your marketing videos or anything like that, with sunglasses on. And here's why. People tend to associate sunglasses with bad guys, right? It's just it's a psychological thing because of media and movies. So show your eyes and show your beautiful face and have a nice smile or something. But it should be a good character shot. Your profile picture should basically send a message across to somebody of, a lot of your character. Okay. That's one of the biggest points. And then make sure your bio is on point with what you do and who you are, but keep it short and sweet. If you have an offer, you might want to use a bit.ly and then just bit.ly your link, so it's short coded, okay, or shorten your link, and put it in your bio, okay. The featured photo is another one. Sometimes people have a whole bunch of super random, Facebook automatically chose them featured photos, but you can go there, and if you delete all of your featured photos, so if you go to your Facebook profile, scroll down where you see those featured photos, click edit. If you delete them all and you just have one picture, then it'll be one big picture, okay? That'll fill out that score. So again, if you go to my Facebook, you can see why, and that you can see that that's how I got my featured photo to be just one big photo. Okay, now that's secret number one. Clean your Facebook profile up so it looks professional. Because if your pictures and everything are just a big mess, or if it looks like you just party and you do a bunch of random stuff, the message isn't consistent. People won't really know what you're all about. Okay, second secret, number 2, 5,000 laser targeted leads. Okay, now this is what's really important. You can get to 5,000 friends on Facebook. Most of you guys, you got a handful, you got you like a few hundred, maybe you got a couple thousand, but you want to get your Facebook up to 5,000 friends. Okay, now it's very simple to do this. This is very, very simple stuff. There's nothing complicated about it. What you want to think about is what is the business you're in, right? And where do your ideal customers hang out? So if you're in a network marketing company, then you're going to want to go to network marketing groups like Eric Worre, GoPro, right? You're going to want to go to big network marketers or influencers in the network marketing arena. If you're an affiliate marketer or an e-com, for example, you want to go to the big names in those in your niche, in your industry. And you want to go to those influencers pages and you want to add people as friends. Okay, you want to add people who typically comment on stuff. So you can click on a post from one of those influencers pages or groups and see the people that comment. Now, ideally, you want to add people from tier 1 countries, tier 1 or tier 2. So that means United States, Canada, Australia. Though if you get your whole audience from just Canada, United States, and Australia, you're set. New Zealand is also good, and United Kingdom is also good. Actually, I would prioritize it: United States first, Canada, Australia, in United Kingdom, and then New Zealand. Okay, so those are the tier 1 countries, class 1 countries, right? Tier 2 countries are like, Germany, Austria, Belgium, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so generally speaking, you don't want to add a whole bunch of people from tier 3 countries because it's just there's a lot more poverty, there's a lot less likelihood that they'll have the kind of money that is required to join your business, or they don't have credit cards, etc. So, add people that will be more targeted, and again, from specific groups. And also, you want to look at what their titles are. Okay, so what is this person titling themselves? So are they titling themselves a CEO, an entrepreneur, working from home, etc. So those people kind of ideally are the ones that you'd want to add. Okay, because don't assume that everybody's where they want to be in business or life and that they have all the success that they'd ever wanted. Most people have obstacles and challenges that they're dealing with, okay? So they might be in network marketing groups, they might be in a network marketing company, but that doesn't mean that they found their home yet, right? They might be struggling. They might have only made $500 in the last 2 years or 3 years, right? So we're going to get into building rapport with the audience in just a minute here, but so just go and add people. Now the key is you don't want to add a whole bunch of people all at once because it'll trigger Facebook. So add like 10 here, later on add 10 or 5, later on add a few more. Okay, break it up into little chunks so that you don't get turfed by Facebook for adding a whole bunch of friends. But you'll see that over a couple months, next thing you know, you got thousands of friends. You have to be consistent with it. Okay, and here's why you want to get to 5,000 friends is because Facebook pretty much only shows your stuff to about 10% of your audience. So if you've got 5,000 friends, there's my dog. There's Bentley, by the way. If you only got 5,000 friends, you're going to be having exposure to about 500 people with your posts. So that's pretty huge if you think about that. I've done a lot of different network marketing companies, and this isn't about network marketing, but it's just funny it's always been the most popular people are the ones who've made the most money and had the most success. Really, it's because they have the most friends, right? People who typically don't have a lot of friends just have a harder time because they don't have the same amount of credibility as somebody who would if they're popular. But with Facebook, you can go get yourself up to 5,000 friends. So you can be the coolest kid in town, all right? So go get there. And so that's secret number 2. Go find 5,000 laser-targeted friends, okay? Secret number 3 is like and engage. You want to engage on other people's posts. I always tell people you should set a timer, okay? You should set a timer for like 10 minutes so that you're not stuck doing this all day long because it can get a little bit redundant. It can get a little bit repetitive. But all you're going to do is you're going to go to your Facebook wall and you're going to scroll down and you're going to start liking and engaging on other people's posts. So like and comment, like and comment, like and engage, okay? And by doing this, your name starts to pop up all over the place. You start being seen, you know what I mean? People recognize you. You're playing ball, you know what I mean? You're being a part of the community. You're having some fellowship with people on Facebook. You're building relationships. You're building rapport. It's really fun, you know what I mean? And here's the ticket. After you're done liking and commenting on a bunch of people's stuff, go back to your wall and go back to a previous post and re-comment on other people's comments. So if someone's commented on your comment, you comment back on their comment. All right, and what happens is you're playing by Facebook's rule. Like you're being fun, you know what I mean? Like your wall becomes a place to hang out. People start to recognize you, you know what I mean? My advice would be try to stay away from things that could really super polarize you. You know what I mean? Like I don't really talk about politics on my stuff because as soon as you take a stance on any of that kind of stuff, you know, and look, if you feel called to make political statements, you know, go ahead and do your thing. You know what I mean? But if you want to have success in business, when you take a side or publicly start making declarations on whatever side you're taking, well, then you lose 50% of your audience because people are super triggered when it comes to politics. So it's like, if that's a field full of landmines, let's just stay away from it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go near that thing. I'm just walking over here, not over there where all those landmines are. So, you know, try not to get into things that polarize you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to necessarily share your opinions on everything with the world. You know what I mean? Like it might not be great for your business, you know, or maybe it will, I don't know, but that's just my thoughts for it. You know what I'm saying? So like and comment, and then re-comment on old comments that are on your comments. Okay. Be the last person to comment all the time. All right. So that's secret number 3. So secret number 1 was clean up your Facebook list or your Facebook profile. Secret number 2 is go add 5,000 laser targeted leads. Secret number 3 is like and comment on other people's posts. Now, secret number 4 is creating captivating posts. Okay? Create captivating posts. And this is an art. It's a bit of a science. There's a lot to do here. You know, there's different types of posts. Write these down. There's value posts. All right? So for example, me doing this Facebook Live in some way, I guess, is a value post. But if a value post is something that's motivational, inspirational, and or educational. Okay, motivational, inspirational, and educational. That's a value post is, okay? There's results posts. So like I just hit a rank with my a company that I'm in, right? And so that I shared that, and that rank up post got like 500 it was ridiculous. You guys can go to my wall. I don't know, hundreds of comments. Like everybody's like, yeah, congratulations and stuff like that. I share results when someone signs up or if they join my team or my business, you know, so, not always, but sometimes I will share that just to let people know I have a freaking pulse. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm still doing business and rocking it, but you know, share results posts with people, but not too often. Okay. Because then it becomes a little bit, I don't know, people can wash it out if it becomes too noisy, you know what I mean? So share results posts, but do it tastefully, do it tactfully, right? And then there's trivia posts where you're just asking questions. You know, that's where you're really drawing the audience in to get them to engage. You know, making your Facebook posts and your wall fun. You know, sometimes those trivia posts can be one of those weird memes where it's like 2 apples plus a pair of banana, or you know, banana and a pair of shorts is 13. So if that's 13, what's 1 banana and 4 cherries and 4 shoes, you know, something like that. So those are those trivia posts. There's also, you know, asking for people's thoughts, you know, like think of a question, you know, like what are your thoughts on XYZ or et cetera. And when you have those types of posts, people will call, they will answer, they will engage on your posts, right? So that's a different type of post, the trivia posts. There's lifestyle posts. Okay. So I was, not on the weekend, last couple of days, I was out, on an island. I was exploring an island. It was uncharted territory. It was super fun. I was bushwhacking for a couple days, like way out in the heavy forest, you know, the super rugged terrain. And so I had a lot of fun doing that, right? And so that's a lifestyle post, which lets people know that you're living. Now, you might not have, I mean, I've had people say, Shane, you know, I'm not really super active. I don't really have much lifestyle stuff to post. Well, go for a walk outside. Go somewhere. You know, I'm in a park right now. I'm in beautiful Stanley Park, downtown Vancouver right now, right? I went for a little bike ride, decided to shoot this video and get you guys some value. There's my bike, you know. But you know, you could just market that. Like, hey, like take some pictures of a beautiful tree, something that you see. Get creative with your lifestyle posts. Get creative with them, right? And so there's different types of posts, but you want to circle through your posts. So if you're only posting value posts, people will get sick of it. If you only post lifestyle posts, people will wash it out. If you only post results posts, again, people will get sick. So cycle through the different types of posts. All right. So that's secret number 4. Secret number 5 is doing Facebook Lives. Now, I know that can intimidate people, but when people see you on camera, they see you in video, it's so much easier for them to understand your character, to know you, like you, and trust you, to warm up to who you are. Okay. And I get that, you know, public speaking is the greatest fear in the world. In fact, most people would rather die than speak in front of an audience. But here's the thing to realize is you're not actually speaking to an audience. You're speaking to your phone, right? You're speaking to your phone. So you don't see all of the people. Like this video will be seen by hundreds and hundreds of people, right? I'll save it. I'll put it on YouTube. Maybe thousands of people see this video, right? But like knowing that doesn't make me nervous, you know? And besides, if you really botch up a Facebook Live, honestly, you can delete it. I've deleted some. I've had some where I got on my Facebook and I did a Facebook Live thinking I would just wing it, and 10 minutes into it, I don't even know what I'm saying, backtracking, and it sounds like I'm talking in circles. I've had those moments. I've had Facebook Lives where I did it and I was like, I don't know, I just didn't like anything that I talked about, so I deleted. You can always delete, right? And let's get serious. Not everyone's going to be watching your Facebook Live. Like, the whole world isn't going to watch it, and you got to create content often enough for people to start paying attention to your content anyways. All right. And you got to be consistent with it. So don't worry, because if you don't do a great job on your Facebook Live this time, well, then tomorrow when you do one, you might do a better job. You got to keep practicing. You got to keep doing it. Now, here's some keys to having a good Facebook Live. Number one is good lighting. Okay. Now, right now it is the golden hour. Okay. So I don't know exactly what time it is, but the sun's down enough. I'm kind of hidden away behind some trees. But you want to find good lighting. So at like high noon, for example, from like 11 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. till about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, it's really bright. And if you're doing a Facebook Live outside, you're going to have sharp angles and a lot of dark contrast on your face, and your face will probably look like a Skeletor, you know what I mean? So it might not be the most flattering look. If that's the situation, you feel called to do a Facebook Live outside, at those hours, find some shade, okay? Do it under the shade. The second thing is, don't be a silhouette, okay? If you have a really bright background, like for example, I've been fighting it with it as I've been walking around here, because certain angles while I'm doing this live, like right here, I'm almost too dark because the sun's right there. So better lighting would be right here, face the sun. Okay, face the light if you can, but try not to have too much of a white or a light background, because if you end up looking like a silhouette, it's not so great. If you're having a hat, if you wear a hat, like me wearing a hat can be a little bit challenging sometimes, right? Because if I have my hat on backwards, the hat's not covering my face. So, it's easier for the light to fill the face. But once I put a hat on, for example, I got a little bit more of a fight. I got to lift my head up a little bit more. But that's okay. I like my 7-day weekend hat. It's my thing. So, but know your situation. Now, if you have a light or a selfie or a ring light, awesome, because you can really fill your face, because you want to have more light on your face, gives your camera more to work with. Okay. If you're inside your house, make sure that you don't have one side that's dark. Usually people will have their camera on the wall, and then there's usually a window over here, and then it's dark room over here, and then there's super contrast. It's like really bright and then really dark. So instead of doing that, face the window. If you don't have lighting equipment, face the window. Do your Facebook Live like this, because then the light will fill your face and you're not going to have a bunch of shadows, and you'll stand out more powerfully in your video. All right. So good lighting is key. I would recommend that if you're going to do a live inside, get yourself at least one big ring light and then a little ring light. The little ring lights, you can get those guys on Amazon for like $24. The big guys are like $114, but they're freaking worth it. They're so worth it, because good lighting is key. I have 2 lights for a reason. You need a bigger light and a weaker light, because if you're, say, facing a window, right? Or if you don't want to have to face the window, but you want to have a window over here, you want the bigger light on the darker side to kind of fill in that contrast, right? The other thing is, make sure you don't have a flat background. If you can walk around. If you, I see people, they'll do a Facebook Live and they're straight up against a white wall, and it's not visually stimulating. People like to see colors. They like to see movement. People like to see, vivid stuff. And so if you can, find a place in your house or your apartment or wherever you're living where you can set your camera up in such a way that you've got a nice depth to your background, okay? If you're outside, parks are always amazing, and if you are outside, it's not a bad idea to walk while you're doing your Facebook Live, going for a nice little stroll, okay? While you're going for a walk, don't be shaky hand, okay? So I have a gimbal. Okay, I have a DJI Osmo gimbal, and this gimbal, my hand, now I'm going like this right now, but it's actually, I'm shaking my hand like crazy, and it's barely even moving the phone. The phone is super steady. it's one of the best $100 investments you'll ever make in your business. $100 so about 130 Canadian, $100. It's a DJI Osmo gimbal. There's other gimbals you can get, but I like this one because it's super handy. The battery lasts forever, and it just works. It does a good job. Okay. And I have a little extender on it, which I'll take off right now, but it's got a little, I paid an extra $50 and got this little tripod thing. Okay. This guy right here. And so I can plant this gimbal down on the table and it'll work, or I can fold this up and it becomes an extension to the handle. Okay. So that's it. All right. Now framing is very important. Remember this is the rule of thirds. And again, we're talking about how to make your Facebook Lives look good. Also your pictures. The rule of thirds is you want your face to be in the upper 2/3 of the frame, the upper 2/3. Okay. You don't want to be down here. It's too low. You don't necessarily want to be in the middle. You kind of want to have a proper frame where your head is either almost cut off at the top or just grazing the top of the frame. Okay. Now, one thing I've learned is that in different phones, like the iPhone 11, I have the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This one here, when I'm looking at the actual frame, when I'm looking at the screen, my head is actually cut off on the frame, but for you guys, you see my head all the way up to here. I know this because I've tested it. So what it shows me isn't all of what it shows you guys. And again, you gotta do some Facebook Lives to test that out so that you can start making mental markers of where your head needs to be in the frame so that you're consistent with the rule of thirds. There's a lot of psychological reasons why you want to have yourself properly framed in the camera. Okay. So that's secret number 5. Again, secret number 1 is clean up your Facebook profile. Secret number 2 is add 5,000 laser targeted people. Secret number 3 is like and engage on other people's posts. Okay. Secret number 4 is create captivating posts. By the way, one thing I didn't mention on that, which I'll mention now, is in your posts, you need to make sure that you have a juicy headline, a hot, sizzling headline. It's got to have a hook. Okay. Now that's a whole training. And again, it's an art, it's a science, it's something you got to keep practicing and working on and testing. Okay. Secret number 5 is do Facebook Lives. Or sorry, what am I at? So secret number 1 is clean up your profile. Secret number 2, add 5,000 people. Secret number 3 is like and comment on other people's posts. Secret number 4 is create your post with a captivating headline. Secret 5 is Facebook Lives, do Facebook Lives. And secret number 6 is Facebook groups. Okay, Facebook group is really absolutely crucial for you to have success, because that's where people are going to get more indoctrinated into whatever product, service, or opportunity is that you're promoting. So you need to have a Facebook group where you can invite your leads to, where you have a lot of value and a lot of training and a lot of really good stuff inside of that Facebook group. And that way you can also, continuously market to all of those leads and continuously promote your business, your product, or your webinars, your service, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. And there's something magical about a group because it's a community, right? You're building a community. You get to create your own culture, your own vibe. So like our community, for example, I think we're at like 11 or 1,200 members in the last month, right? We just blasted it. Now we got a huge community. It's growing. I want to have it by like 4,000 or 5,000 people by the end of the year. And we're just really growing this amazing Facebook community where I do trainings like this all the time inside of our community, giving people like incredible insights and value to help them in whatever they're doing. Now, the people inside of our community love what they're getting in that community. They love the value. They love the training. They love all the free gifts and values. We have webinars and presentations where we give away like epic vacations. We've given away something like 20 vacations so far to all over the place, like crazy trips. Like 20, like it's nuts. We are going to give away so many more vacations because we love lighting people up and adding value and helping people, whether they choose to work with us or not. Really, at the end of the day, there is a abundance for all. And so, so we love to do that. And you want to have a Facebook group. So, that's the 6 secrets to doing magnetic marketing like a boss. I've been doing this stuff since 2014 with video documentation to prove it. So, there's a lot of haters out there who don't like that fact, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Been doing it since then. And I've had a lot of fun, built a lot of teams, and I want to add a lot of value to you guys. And so if you guys want to join that Facebook group, you can drop a little comment below, say, I want in. It's free to join, add you to the group. We have a killer freaking community, man. So many freaking epic units. My buddy Jordan, he just built a company. It's worth getting close to $4 million, and he did that in the last 7 months. He does a lot of epic sales training and marketing training and Facebook ad training and YouTube ad training, all that kind of stuff. My buddy Dylan, he's just a funnel master. He does tons of training on that, creating content, etc., copy, etc. Like so many things. I always teach like just marketing mechanics and a lot of mindset stuff as well. There's tons and tons of value. And so again, if you guys want to join that, just comment I want in. I'll send you the link. Join our community. It's free. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing weekend. If you're just catching this now, go back, watch the beginning. I just gave away 6 powerful secrets that you can use right now to put your organic marketing on freaking steroids and make it rock, baby. All right. Take care. You have a great night.